Let's take a look at the beast. Back 9, hole 9. The first thing I'll note is there is no Mando on this hole. I would always expect to see Mando to stay left of either on that tree or that tree. But you can go to the right. I have made it to the fairway, but it's really tricky. You need a very specific wind and a very specific disc. And and then there's really no advantage to it. You're still over 200 feet from the pin usually, so maybe perhaps why there's no Mando. But anyway, my play normally here is to go with a forehand glide skip Rive, and the trick here is to avoid the OB line to the right here. So you want to come over here to the left, and you want to stay to the left as far as you can. So, and you got to look out for these light poles too. There's only a few light poles here, and they're very hard to see, but you can smack them, and if you do, possibly land OB or very far from the pin, not where you want to be. And so anyway, yeah, you want to keep it as straight as long as you can, and that means about a disc worth of Anheuser. And see if we can get one down here. There's also some OB on this fence that we're going to right now that can sometimes come into play with certain winds. And then your upshot, this OB line here is drawn kind of weird. This whole area here is OB, and the basket itself is very tight to OB, surrounded by bushes that, typical of the beast, you do not want to go into. So I always stay well to the right of this OB line and the pin here. So 200 feet and it's slightly uphill. Let's go with the Warship, and I'm going to stay over here. I'm going to go up a little bit high just to kill some distance too. And that's pretty good. No need to challenge this really unless you're super close and you can slam into the hay bales. Because like I say, these bushes over here, these trees, you do not want to be in. They're just gnarly. So that's the usual play I take. Now there is another play. When I was messing around on this hole, I thought, since eagle is practically non-existent, and what you're really doing is playing for birdie. This is another play that I kind of figured out while I was doing the research, and I may even switch to this because it's almost the same. Slide left, take something like the Sapphire, and just play safe down to this corner. Now your upshot is going to be a lot longer, but all it is another Sapphire, so it's Sapphire times 2, and it's maybe not quite going to get you the really close second shot, but I think it might be easier to avoid the OB with that. So I don't know. I'll just throw it in there. I got to check that out some more, but the thought did occur to me that really you're playing for birdie here. You're not playing for eagle. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody get eagle in this hole. Come to think about it, but yeah. So particularly in an adverse wind like this, where that wind out of the left is going to try to blow you to the OB, it might make sense just to throw the Sapphire out there, and just anywhere here safe is fine, and then Sapphire again. And again, we want to stay to the right of that basket. There's that, like that one tree right there, but yeah, I'm gonna have to play with this some more. But that might be my shot. I don't know why that thought didn't occur to me earlier, but anyway, I have not field tested the Sapphire shot really enough to be comfortable with it yet. So just know that if you want to play around with it, obviously feel free and see what you think. But anyway, that's it for the Beast, back 9, hole 9. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, we'll see you around the valley.